Hello friends, I'm in Exmouth now, and I can't send a video to everyone because I live in a tent without lights. Exmouth people are very good, old and young. They have a kind of innate kindness, because I sleep in the tent and everyone thinks that I am cold, and someone will bring me hot coffee. The young persons of KFC, when I come to Exmouth on my first morning, it bring me warm. Later, I met more kind-hearted people. Someone helped me carry my suitcase, and an older elegant lady saw me sleeping in a tent and insisted on helping me contact homelessness charity. I tell her that the British government has a very warm and humane policy to take care of homeless people. But now China has bribed many British officials and they stopped me from getting any help. The elegant lady insisted that it is very cold now, and the government has policies, and China can't control the UK. The British government should not let anyone live on the streets in winter. But she doesn't understand that many policies in the UK have not changed. But the people who implement the policy have changed. Power has gradually crushed the rule of law, otherwise how could I have been persecuted and poisoned again and again in many countries such as the United Kingdom after fleeing from China? But my English is not good. I can only say thank you very much, and silently send blessings to this kind and upright lady in my ear.
However, the officials bribed by China are omnipresent because former Prime Minister Sunak and other Indian officials once stood at the pinnacle of power, and they ranged many of their people in various departments. Until now, this criminal gang, mainly of Indian origin, still uses the Chinese community Muni's money to bribe and continue to persecute us in various cities in the UK. Now that the Labour Party is in power, they can still persecute us unscrupulously in the UK. Let the evil continue to do evil, which shows that the Labour Party has not led the country well. And now more and more British people are participating in the persecution of us. Most of these British people were deceived and blinded because they forged non-existent documents in the police system that we did not sign. But some British people are greedy or want to please officials and join the team that persecuted us. In addition, the staff of the Open Door charity in Exmouth are just as kind and enthusiastic as the staff of the thousandth charity in Glasgow. Looking at the concerned look of the staff of Open Door towards me, I was moved and worried, because I know that those corrupt officials bought by the CCP will use all kinds of despicable means such as spreading rumors and slander to take away the goodwill of people around me, just like they took away the concern of the staff of the thousandth charity. But I don't blame them, because they have lived in a democratic and law-abiding country for too long. They don't understand the meanness and filth of politicians at all, and blindly obeying power seems to have become a habit of the British, because they don't know that excessive trust will become a hotbed of lies and deception. I tell you these things. I don't want everyone to question the police on the mission casually, because 99% of the police are good police officers with a sense of justice, and things that violate the bottom line of morality, whether the Prime Minister or the police ask you to do it, you can't obey, because the persecution of us persecuted by Chinese officials ran out of China, and the persecution that was persecuted all over the world was done by corrupt leaders or high officials through corrupt police. The corrupt police's persecution of us is done through ordinary people who blinded obey the police's instructions or please the police. I ran out of China and past 13 countries, and the persecution and poisoning of each country are the same means. Because I have stayed in the UK for the longest, I have suffered the most persecution in the UK, and since I left China for 4 years, their methods of poisoning have become more and more superb, and I have experienced all these superb poisoning methods in the UK. I left Plymouth this time because they sprayed poisonous water on the wall, which caused me to often fall, dizzy, cough, blurred vision, and runny nose and other symptoms of walking. So I had to leave my room and living outside in the coldly winter.
I now live outside the Exmouth someone's shop. I just wait for the shop to close before setting up a tent. I will leave before opening, and I will take all the garbage before I go. There was no behavior affecting the store. I knew it was the corrupt police who let them drive me away. I would like to ask the people of Exmouth, if the police in a city are so cruel that the tents of a homeless person are not allowed to be released, will you listen to the vicious order of such an evil policeman? I asked the Exmouth friends help to spread the news and find out this corrupt and evil cop, and forward my message to the Housing Management Office. Please help me find a room to spend the cold winter, or give me a safe place to put a tent. And I am also willing to become volunteers to take care of the sick elderly and repay the city for helping me. Thank you all.